Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4IR NFT Chat Show, powered by Loot NFT. Today we have the immense pleasure to welcome somebody who has been working very hard as an artist, and very recently he's been part of this new revolution that's happening in the art world, which combines blockchain and art. So we have Shubham Hanuman. Welcome, Shubham. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Jailesh. And yeah, it's a big honor to be present today here. And what Foyer Transformers has been doing recently is very commendable, and I congratulate you and your team for that. Yeah.
So Shubham, today you will be wearing two caps, one as an artist and one as, I would say, as a core team member of Loot NFT. So tell us your journey as an artist. Let's get to know you as an artist who's young, dynamic, and is about to bring something new to the art world.
Yes, Jailesh. So thank you for all of you who don't know me. My name is Shubham Hanuman, and currently I am artist and project manager for JucoPexTM. And as my friend said, I've been part of the core team called Loot NFT as head of creations and NFTs. So just to tell you about my journey, since childhood, Jailesh, my interest has been always about a various amount of things. So it's art, it's football, it's about exploring. So not really just focused on one thing that you see me do it today. But it's all about growth, and I have to say that I've been guided by amazing parents who supported me all the way till, yeah, we had to decide whether to choose for science or arts in the O-levels. So that was kind of the thing, the step-by-step process for a student or any student in Mauritius. So yeah, it was kind of a challenge to really break out of a system where you're always academic, you're always going for traditional subjects. Especially for me, I've been lucky enough to go to the Royal College of QPIP, and amazing teachers, amazing environment, but this part of me that always wanted to do something creative, like something that was very, very strong and had a background with it. So it was a big step at that point where I had to choose for something that's traditional or for the arts. So we took that risk, and I have to tell you that maybe you know, for O-levels, I was finally ranked first in Mauritius for that subject. And even I surprised myself, but you know, when you do something that you like, that you love, have a passion for it, it came naturally. And yeah, of course, my teachers who supported me, guided me, and yeah, and then we moved on to the HSC side. We continued with the arts and other subjects. I did physics and mathematics, both. I got the results I wanted, and I moved to the Charles Telfair Institute for my graphic design studies. But just to let you know that graphic design was not initially my goal. It came as a branch of what I do, because I think if I know something deeply that I know I am very skilled in, there's always one part of me that says, yeah, you don't know everything. You have to still, there's something that you need to learn to get better. So at that point, my family said that, why don't you do something that's different? And yeah, we followed that path again, took another risk. We did the graphic design and creative advertising and stuff. So after my studies, there came a point again, another step to really get into the working world. Yeah. So then I found JucoPexTM, where we are here today. And yeah, it was, I just expressed myself and what I can do to really support this company. And the rest is history, really. But just to tell you that it's all about stepwise process that I've been adopting all the way. Of course, it was not really easy, to be honest, because you have to face the cultural thought that you don't really, if you're doing arts, it's not financially stable for you to really depend on it. You don't get paid enough, but it was an evolving process. So yeah, like I was saying, you had to face criticism all the way, like, yeah, what are you gonna do with being an artist and stuff? Like, it's not something to take in every day or every time you meet your peers, your parents, parents, your families, and yeah, I just continued my path and not really mattered on those critics, but because I deeply knew in myself that yeah, this is my forte and I should stick to it. Of course, with the guidance of everyone, I maintain that, because there is always a few that really support you, and those are the people that matter. Don't really focus on people who try to bring you down. Maybe they are not really trying to bring you down. It's more of a they don't know. Their way of thinking and your way of thinking is not the same. So it's their perspective, and you kind of have to respect that. So yeah.
That was a very interesting story, Shubham. So I think we have a very strong message for the parents out there. So if you have your kids who wants to do something different, it's good to be different. It takes time. It's not the conventional road, but it gets you somewhere where you will really stand out. So on that note, we want to know what are the issues that artists are facing. So we want to really, today we are here for our NFT. We are a creators agency. Creators in the loot NFT world, we call artists creators. So we want to know what are the issues that's really holding artists back, and how we can improve things, and how this platform, Loot NFT, brings a ray of hope. And maybe you can give us an explanation, being the backbone or the brain of this project.
Yes, indeed, Jailesh. I think you really put it well in terms of the creators agency. And yes, Foyer Transformers, along with Foyer NFT, will act as a creators agency for the Loot NFT. And yes, just to really answer your question, Jailesh, in terms of the issues that I faced as an artist, it was not really easy to break out. And even today, I consider myself as I still have more to show, more what I can do. So, people know me across social platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and since the past 1 year, I have not really been active, to say, but there are many ideas, plans, and those ideas are really make it a difference today. Like sometimes you have to stand back and really work on yourself, and really just bring out the best to your audience, even it takes a while, okay? So as an artist, really, you really have to set up a brand. This is what I learned as I grew. So the brand is not necessarily to be related to someone, you have to, how do you say it, become a mentor of a very famous artist to really put out the same brand. But it's very difficult, especially in Mauritius, to really stand out among the elites per se. But for me, it was more of a self-satisfaction for me to really put what I can do, bring my heart out to every piece that I make, especially on the portraits side. I really fancy the way of expressing myself through portraits, because it's the face that speaks sometimes, the eyes, and bringing out the colors, contrasting colors. So just a note on my style, I don't really paint what I see. It's more of I take the artwork to really express itself as a work. So you might see me doing something very gibberish at the start and finally end up with something that makes sense, okay? That's my kind of style. I don't really copy. It's more of a inspired style, you know? Like looking at you, I won't really paint you like Xerox copy. I mean, I can do it, but what's the point? So it's more of a getting in touch with someone, with the subject, I say, to really get that feel of your expression that you're making. And yeah, so to communicate that whole thing is easy to really express one-on-one, but to really communicate that out there in terms of marketing, in terms of brand, it's not easy. So that's why artists really struggle really to break out, and they find themselves to get a, they have to go to galleries, how do you say it, other agents for the artist, and that involves various factors, you know, like you have to have the entry membership fees. Not everyone can afford. In Mauritius, to have, as an example, most artists are not really financially stable. I mean, if you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, okay? So, yeah, it's really about the setting of the brand. So for this issue, I think Loot NFT is one of the very rare platforms that bring this solution, where the platform itself welcomes you, and you'll have to yes, go to Fire Transformers for the selection process, of course, but it's more of helping creators get their support they need from their friends, from their families, via their biddings, I would say, and they can contribute for their art. And yeah, our members on the platform would bid on that item, and then basically receive the percentage of shares across this proceed. Yeah.
So Shubham, spill the beans. So tell us what is Loot NFT?
Yes, Jailesh, and yeah, to begin with, I'd like to really briefly explain to you what's Loot NFT. So Loot NFT is a gamified auction platform for NFTs. So NFTs, as you said, stands for non-fungible tokens. And yeah, NFTs is really creating the buzz right now. And it's based on the blockchain ecosystem, where you can create, not really create, but put any art piece, any unique piece on the blockchain, where you, as an owner, you can have the rights to it. So it can't be altered, it can't be copied, so you'll have the original piece. So that's NFTs. Maybe we can really talk about that in a technical sense, okay? So yeah, Loot NFT as a platform really, it's a game, and where members can come and win NFTs by bidding. So we use the cryptocurrency USDC, and as token we use the buns, bid units. So when you log in on our platform, any member can just buy packs of buns for a certain conversion, and really get that token to participate in the auctions. So let's say we have a painting. So one painting will be put on auction. A member would come and bid on that particular set item. And to really go deeper, each set has 5 pieces. So, and that set belongs to one theme, and we have several rewards where if you win all the 5 NFTs, you get member rewards. So the platform is really for members and for creators. That's why today's topic about the art world and creators, anyone can really express their art, their unique pieces on this platform. So as long as it's following on the themes, but the thing is we are ready to put out there NFTs each day. So I think is enough for everyone to really experience this platform. So Loot NFT for us is a new concept out there. Of course, we are not the new ones in the NFT business. It's a gamified platform where you can win NFTs. Okay, yeah.
Just to pick up on what Shubham said, I think just a quick comparison, it would be like the bank. You put the money in the bank does all the background transaction, and then you get your interest. So for an artist, you work with a theme, you put out your artwork, the system, the backend system of Loot NFT will do its magic, and then you will be rewarded accordingly. So I think that would be a simpler way, a layman's term to put it out there. So I think just to let you know, guys, I mean, I know it sounds very complex. Trust me, when we embarked on this journey, we are constantly reading, keeping ourselves up to date. So, you know, we will be sharing as much information as possible to help you be up to date with what's happening with the platform and what's happening in the NFT world. So, Shubham, we have many artists watching us today. What advice do you have for them?
Yes, Jailesh, I think the key ingredient for this platform to really work is you guys, the artists, and myself. I've been very, how do you say, doubtful of what that is. I mean, in terms of NFTs, the blockchain, what all of that is about. But as you get deeper, as you said, you really get to know more about what in terms of benefits, in terms of returns of what your art piece can really give you back. So I think that's what really matters as an artist, because when you do your creation just like this to express, sometimes it's not enough, but really to get the recognition, the exposure really of this of any platform. But for Loot NFT platform, it really brings out the best for you, and yeah, it allows your environment to really get to know what you're doing, and by bidding, by sharing all across of the channels, your work would be very exposed globally in the blockchain ecosystem, in the news. And so Loot NFT brings exposure, yes, but it also depends on the work that you provide to us, and there's a selection criteria, the submission criteria that you really have to follow to get going on a journey with us. So yeah, just to a quick note on what are the types of artworks that you guys can send to participate in this platform. It can be anything physical or digital. So one thing digital, it's anything that is produced by software, or like Photoshop or any other digital software, as long as when you provide it to us, it's unique, it's done by you, and yeah, it provided as a high resolution image, so that it becomes unique. Okay, So once you've submitted, your artwork goes on a process called minting. That's where you come in to make sure everything is okay to go about it. And when you send the assets to us, Loot NFT basically mints this artwork to become an NFT. And we have a place called the Loot Vault where all the artworks are sold there. Why do we have a Loot Vault in a sense is because to make physical artworks unique, you have to make it unique. Like it's the only piece that exists. So there are some organizations that call it burning. Sometimes they can really burn an original. Let's say you're burning a Mona Lisa, for example. It's one piece, but to make it unique, there are pieces that are being burned and then replaced as a digital version online to get that originality. This is the only piece online, okay? So that's really the concept. But for us, we don't believe in destroying the artwork, but we keep all the accepted art pieces in a facility in the US, underground vault, temperature control, very secure. So all of these pieces across the globe would reach that vault undisclosed, and basically that's what makes the artwork unique. Okay, so once you get onboarded to make your artwork on auctions, you basically have a time limit for the members to bid on your item. And in terms of the benefits, I would say the system allows continuous participation on the auctions. Okay, so you have something called the bid bot. Okay, it's a system where in the last seconds of the auction, last 15 seconds to be precise, if a member has not bidded on this item, has bidded on this item for the last 15 seconds, it will automatically bid for you, so you don't lose your chance to get that NFT. So as this goes on, the auctions really restarts, and your value of the NFT in terms of bids increases, and the output in terms of the value, the revenue to the artist would also increase. So one is to really expose your artwork. Secondly, it's also allowing your piece to be active, to be very buzzing, I would say, on the system. So as artists, we always look for opportunities for platforms like this to really help them express their art. Okay, so you guys have really nothing to lose in this. It's something new that I would advise every artist, every creator to follow. So as you may know, if you have any questions or advice you need, just contact Jailesh for your transformers, for your NFT, to really get the guidance you need. Yeah.
Just to sum it up, the role of a creator's agent, which is in that case for your NFT, it's very simple. So we have all the information available on the website, which is www.4iotransformers.com, and you can click on the 4IO NFT logo, and you will see all the different step by step. We've made it as simple as possible. So it's very simple. We have the themes, we have the dates of the themes, we have the next step would be to submit your full details so we can get to know you better. And like the name says itself, we are an agency that represent creators. So we are here to support you, we're here to help you and really penetrate this new world. And so feel free to contact us and get in touch. We are here. We understand that the speed this project is moving is quite fast, and we are here to keep you up to date. We are here to get you on the platform. So I think I've tried to make it as simple as possible. So step 1, register on the platform. Step 2, read about the theme. Step 3 is to submit work which is related to the theme. And when we receive your work, we will digitize the work and we will pass it on to Loot NFT for curation. And once the work is selected, it goes to the platform. Then we will take the hard copy and get it shipped over to our vault in the US. Obviously, everybody is wondering how do they get paid and everything else. So what happens after the auction has happened? So all the details again are available on the website. So once the artwork has won the auction, and there's a percentage that goes to Loot, a percentage that goes to the artist, and we will basically convert the currency, which is crypto, into fiat money, and we will make sure that you get paid. And guys, every single step of the way is on paper. We will have an agreement that we will be signing. So do not worry, you are in safe hands. So I think if there's any questions, again, we are here. This is just to open up the flow and to really open up this channel of communication with all the creators or artists, as we call it here. So, Shubham, étant donné notre Mauricien, nous Jailesh, nous peut-être cause des 3 mots pour nous ban artistes locaux. So, pour tout le monde, merci beaucoup pour ce que get nous aujourd'hui. Et ça qui m'a dit pour dire c'est qu'il y a une opportunité qui nous comme Foire NFT nous vraiment convince Loot NFT pour même faire Maurice un thème qui forme partie de nos pays, et nous souhaitons que tout les artistes participent. OK? So, les capables en termes de musique, les capables en termes de vidéo, les capables en termes de dessin, sculpture, tout ce qui est capable de faire, as long as il y a un art. OK? So, Shubham peut-être pour capable de nous donner une grande fierté pour nous. Nous avons un Mauricien qui peut be that face of the revolution. So, pas oublier, s'il y a une question, le site c'est www.numéro4, c'est 4IR Transformers. So, numéro 4, IR Transformers.com.
Oui, Jailesh, je crois que c'est assez simple pour nos compatriotes vraiment comprendre le système. Mais pour moi, ce qui m'a motivé pour dire, c'est Loot NFT, c'est une plateforme, une place que tu es capable vraiment d'exprimer et participer, parce que nous parvenons dans le monde qui nous travaille, tout ça fait changer, chaque jour, nous vraiment dépend de beaucoup de facteurs. Mais si je n'ai pas saisi l'opportunité des autres même, les cas différents, comment il était aujourd'hui. Et NFTs, comme nous dit, l'équipe Foire NFT pour expliquer vraiment tout les petits détails, tout l'étape qui est là pour être capable d'onboard le nouveau système. Et je pense qu'il n'est pas ça difficile là. Un petit effort, et je pense qu'il va mener très très loin. Surtout pour un artiste de Maurice, que il a vraiment, pas vous dire peine l'opportunité, mais peine assez l'opportunité pour capable vraiment faire grandir, faire
grandir de chance.
Exactement. Comment nous dire branding, c'est vraiment votre marque, comment nous dire. Vous êtes capable de gagner un pouce, vous êtes capable de gagner un chemin. Pour être capable de continuer à faire cette pièce, peinture, tout ça. Pas nécessairement peinture, il est capable de sculpture, il est capable de petit morceau d'islam, comme on dit, à propos d'un thème qui nous peut offrir. Donc, moi, me vraiment encourage des gens qui fait l'art. Et parce que l'art, c'est un débat avec qui vraiment une humaine gagne pour capable vraiment démarquer les autres espèces. Et tout le monde a ce différent talent, c'est besoin vraiment foncer, exprimer, paraître dans un petit coin, que tu es capable, que tu as fait beaucoup de choses. Donc, le NFT, vraiment le concept, c'est vraiment ouvrir les chemins pour les artistes et donner une opportunité qui est vraiment très, très unique. Ouais.
Et c'est vraiment une façon qu'ils sont capables d'ouvrir ce réseau. Allons dire que dans une galerie, il y a peut-être maximum 1000 personnes qui sont capables de faire cette art piece, mais à travers cette plateforme-là, c'est pour donner une audience globale. Et nous là pour vraiment aider à grandir. Ils sont capables de pousser sur une social media plateforme, Instagram, un site web, Facebook et tout. So, ça, c'est une partie qui, en plus, qu'ils ont pour gagner. C'est-à-dire peut-être, si, allons dire qu'ils ont un artwork qui là-bas, un passeport curating system, pas réussi meet the final stage, mais you are still in the space. Et comme Shubham me disait tout à l'heure, qui vraiment, il y a plusieurs thèmes qui pour continuer de passer plusieurs jours, 365 jours dans l'année. So, I think it's a long journey qui nous peut embarquer ensemble et it would be something qui nous l'a pour supporter. So, merci beaucoup Shubham, merci pour ton explication et pour ton temps.
Merci Jailesh pour l'invitation d'aujourd'hui. J'espère que l'amitié là rester et nous vraiment améliorer de ce qu'il nous fait, tous les jours nous apprendre et ouais,
et nous grandir ensemble.
Bien sûr, bien sûr.